So you've got scouts coming to your games and you can see them like behind the sticks in the big rhinos coats. So you know you've got to play well, and then they also like speak to your amateur coach, and then you kind of have a bit of a feeling like if they're interested. And then I remember I played at Stanley and I played pretty well, and then after that game Simon Bell had spoke to my dad and said that they wanted to offer me a scholarship, so I came in that Monday and had a meeting and showed around Kirksville. I think our age group were quite a lot different to others. I think pretty much the full team were either Kippax or Siddle, and I think there might have been 3 or 4 that won, so it was quite easy just to come together and fit in. And then they were always interested when Kippax played Siddle that weekend, so yeah, we were good.
All the scholarship players arrive via the scouting system that we have in place. You know, John, Simon, etc. I think it was Simon back in the day with Alfie and Barry Evans went out to view a couple of teams. Came back really excited about a couple of players, a few players that were at Kippax at the time. I think we recognised it. I certainly recognised it early. I'm pretty sure that Simon and Barry did. He came from good stock. His dad was the coach, and put a lot of good things in place with all the players that we signed at Kippax. They had a good skill set, something that we could work with and build on. And Alfie was in the midst of that. He played a fair bit of 6 at the time, and I always remember just this kid who had this energy, but also had the hunger to kind of learn. I think that was a big one that I took with Alfie. Just this young blonde kid that looked really timid, but we knew he had the potential to play at a good level.
Yeah, I remember being really nervous at first, and then just settled straight in as soon as we started playing a bit of rugby and training throughout. Then I think you can show what you can do, and then that's when you start forming bonds on pitch with the other lads. But I don't think I expected to play as many games as I did, because my first season playing fullback, just like amateur, I was stand off predominantly. So first season at fullback, I probably didn't expect to go on to do what I did, and ended up having a good season there. I'm
here to help and support them as much as I can, like I am with the family. But I know Alfie made some real strides, early doors in that first year, which obviously pushed him for, eligibility towards getting to the academy. I honestly believe that the talent within that squad would have had a really successful season. You think about Alfie, you think about like Levi and Gano and the players like that. We were really geared up. We were in a really good place, and then obviously COVID hit. So I was really disappointed overall to kind of not see those guys kind of play as a team and develop together.
Yeah, I was gutted. I remember we didn't really get a chance to play a game, but I think we had a really good team. I think we would have gone really well that year. Your second year scholarship, I think that's where you really come into it and come to play. But obviously we didn't get that, and just kept going through COVID, and then eventually came back in with the academy.
Well, my issue with Alfie goes a little bit further back than that, from when I was working with the foundation, and I've been a coach him at Birkinshaw. Very talented, was on the smaller side. He was very small as an under 14, 15. But then I watched him through his scholarship, and knowing what talent he had and the growth spurt that he had when he joined the academy, he made some really quick progress. He was very quiet as a person, but he let his rugby talk. So very similar now, but he's more vocal and he's more of a communicator now. But yeah, he had all the talent. Played as a half as a junior. So his transition to fullback was quite promising to watch and see, and he's grown with that. But he's got versatility as well. He's shown that in his recent games. He's a player. He can play rugby, and he understands the game and gets a feel of it from all aspects of it.
I thought I was in a good position to kick on, but I didn't actually play that well that year. There weren't many games. I had a bit of an injury, just a bit stop-start for myself. So then came back in the second year, and that was I think we hit the ground running straight away. And more the SNC Chev, we had a real good core to the group, and yeah, we really kicked on that year.
We had his backs against the wall at points in that season with low numbers and different circumstances that just forced us to play differently and thing. But I think what was really quality about that group was how tight it was. we often talk about cultures and stuff like that, but I think the biggest thing is the best teams are built off relationships and friendships, and yeah, there were a real trust factor in there, knowing that them boys were going to perform week in, week out, and which is hard to do as an academy player. It's hard to be consistent, but Alfie certainly was. Yeah, I think we had a good year overall. Obviously, had the ups and the downs, but I think the downs made the grand final win even sweeter. I think we lost to Bradford, and that was quite tough to take for us. And then I think after that we came back really strong. And I think the Warrington, when we played them in the league, I think that were really, like, we believed we could do it then. And then playing them again in the semi-final, and then the final was mental. Obviously, conceded like 2 minutes to go. I think, like, but even then I didn't think we were going to lose, like, even with 2 minutes to go. But yeah, it was mental that day. And yeah, it was perfect. Really couldn't have gone any better. Like, even the game was like perfect. Like the way we came back, I won't change that. He was instrumental to what was good about that group. His attitude, the way that he went about it, the way that he played and competed, were always there on show. But I think as a genuine under-18 player, he started to show some promise about taking that next step. And yeah, like I say, he came up with some massive players, but he was also really resilient within that year. Had some injuries, underreported them, played through them, and I think that just shows the character that Alfie is a very tough, honest person, and I think that reflects in his game. Yeah, so we got to team run day before the game. Rowan got me and Tom up at the front side, and then just said we were going to make his debut tour, and all lads got round us, and then from there just normal training session, just trying to keep it as normal as possible, and then obviously the big night on Friday. That was a great touch from the club, like they do with quite a lot of players, getting the families in. So I'll always remember. I wasn't actually that nervous, I don't know why. I think it might be because I was on the bench, like I'm not used to coming off the bench, but I wasn't too nervous, just go on there and just love every second. And then I was happy with that, and then you come back for the pre-season, it's just like starting over again, like you want more of that, so that's how I felt. I've been lucky enough to see, you know, a lot of kids make the debut, come in as 14-year-olds and see them progress, see them develop, not only as rugby players but as young men as well. Developed, you know, special relationships with those boys and the parents and stuff. So I just kind of, you know, while I'm really happy that I played a small part in that, I'm just really happy for the player, the parent, and obviously, you know, the other people that have identified Alfie from an early age, like Simon, Barry, and John, who do the work. You know, it shows that you know that collectively as a team, you know, we can offer this pathway, and it kind of works. Like I said to the academy players on first days, I always work for them, and like I don't take any glory in what Alfie's doing, as though it's my own self that's helped him develop there. We've just supported him through that, and he's took every opportunity that he's earned, and he's done well with it, and he's still building his game, and he's still working hard, and although he's doing good, he'll be the first one to say, I want to improve in this, and that's the way Alfie goes about his business, is that he's always looking to add to his game and improve his game. Like, the scholarship were great, and then that COVID, like, they kept in contact with us, like, sending us programs, like, not repetitive stuff, so they're trying to keep it fun for us, so that stage they really supported us, and then coming back to the academy, and then same again, just all the way through the club, I've had like great support since I've been here, so can't thank everyone enough.